Good evening, my little bowls of angel delight. How lovely to see you, and a very warm welcome to Monday Night Live from Mr. George ROGERBOTTY. We are not away in the motorhome or the camper van, as all of you regulars know, because I took our friend and brother Amrit to the airport. I gave up my doings to help a chap out, and I can report that, assuming he caught his flight, and there's no reason why he shouldn't have. I got him there at 5:30. Assuming he's on the bloody plane, then he's currently at 22,000 feet, travelling at 467 knots, and he is just about to head over Slough on the outskirts of Greater London. And any moment now he will be, the plane with him on it, will be tacking left to avoid airspace around Heathrow. And he will be heading east on his way to Delhi, where he will have a short stopover before catching a 2-hour flight to Kathmandu in Nepal, and then he will nip into a restaurant for some jol momo, and then he's going to get a 9-hour bus journey to his hometown of Pokhara. And that's easy for you to say. Right then, darlings. Right then. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And in a packed show tonight, you will be relieved and delighted to know that we're going to be featuring all of the normal crap that you know and occasionally tolerate. We are joined by our perennial and permanent pals, a matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth. You know their powers. Please deploy them with gay abandon for maximum shits and giggles. I can report that Two Ton Ted the Tenting Tin and the Netty Petty Piss Pot are both up on the sulking shelf this evening and will not be joining us. However, Sean's box is present and correct. I forgot to put a pound there. Sean's box is present and indeed correct, and is ready for a damned good scene to. And I'll tell you what else I've forgotten. Oh, there's nothing like being professional, is there? And of course, we are joined by the communable, God's sake, the community portable electronic telephonic device upon which you could, many would argue should, and I hope jolly well will, leave a voice note for the delectation and indeed delight of your fellow bugs, your fellow members of my inner scrotum. And I can confirm that Umrit is now travelling at 500 knots. He is at 25,580 feet, and he is heading directly over the City of London itself, the financial square mile. So that's jolly exciting, isn't it? And then he's going to be heading out pretty much over Southend-on-Sea, and then he'll be going over the water and coming back over land, in Rotterdam, basically, just south of The Hague. So there we go. And I'll be keeping progress of our friend over the space of this evening. Right then, darlings. Right then. At this point, I'll just fiddle about with this bloody wire because it's getting on my moobs. What shall we do now? Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I just pull your panties down, throw you over my knee, and begin the conversational spanking? And we will do that by having a jolly good look at your comments, which are, and I will brook no argument in this, very much the meat and potatoes of this community bowl of tomato soup. Or if you prefer, creme portugaise. Right, water. It's fabulous. You should try it. Marvellous. Very refreshing. Right then. I tell you what we'll do now. I will scroll as far back in the comments as I possibly can. And let's see who's with us and what you've all got to say for yourselves. Right, joining us tonight, in no particular order of appearance, merit, height, or indeed, in Jimmy Quinn's case, brass eyes, we have the one and only Jimmy Quinn. Good evening, sir. We've got Peter P. all the way from Finland. We have got the charming and delightful Mandy McDonald Mc26. We've got the original Carol. That's our darling Carol C, of course, who we all know and indeed adore. And Carol was letting us know that it was final call at that point. On Rich flight, but he is he is now directly over Rochester and approaching the coast. Who else have we got, I wonder? Oi, less of the old man, Carol. Damn cheek. All right, well, fair enough, I suppose. Middle-aged man is with us, the lovely Paul, and he's just popped in quickly. But a very good evening to you, my dear friend. Richard is here, Paulie Galtieri. Who else have we got? Richard took a wall down today and found it enormously satisfying. Now we're talking about SDS drills, and I am the least manually capable man in the known universe. So quite obviously, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what the bloody hell an SDS drill is. And at that point, it was 21:49, and Carol was letting us know that the flight to Delhi, the gate had closed. Somebody has just done a nice thing, and it's Poppy's Travels, who has sent a cheeky. So again, thank you very much. A little reminder to you. As I understand it, you can go into the gifty thingy where you buy gifts, and you can select an option where you get 500 Dewberry Firkins things entirely free of charge. So please grab them and please send them my way, because YouTube add 50% to their value and they translate into a very small sum of money. But it all adds up and goes into the community pot to keep community things going. For example, NESSIE-KAY MACNEENAW, the community camper van, and I have got NESSIE-KAY news and update for you. But I'm going to catch up with the comments first, because if I let them get away, then we'll be here forever in a bleeding day, won't we? At that point, Paul went to check that his wife hadn't fallen asleep in the bath. Mike P is with us, the fabulous Mike P, all the way from God's own country, Wales. Paul Birch is here, wishing everybody a good evening. The fabulous Jamesy is here, the Jamesy boy, good evening to you. Yasmin, haven't seen you for a few days. Hello, how are you? Lord Baverstock is here. That's the one and only fabulous Phil, of course. Good evening, children of the revolution, says he. And hello, darling Boaty. Hello, darling. Can't wait to see you a week today. Oh, gives a good hug, does Phil. I'll tell you what. This community that I'm so grateful to be part of, and it's all down to you fantabulous people. You're such top of the range human beings. Honestly, when somebody ordered you in the showrooms, they ticked all of the option boxes. Cost was no option. Oh, you're fabulous. But if you come to any of the meetups, whether they're official meetups or unofficial community meetups that you organise yourself, I bet you will get the hug of a lifetime. There are some amazing huggers in this community. I have been the recipient of more than one of them, and they're absolutely fabulous. Omrit is just about to fly over Deal and then begin the flight over open water. He's going to be in, is that the English Channel, or are we going into the North Sea? It's probably going to be the English Channel at that point, isn't it? Let me just, no, I tell a lie. It is the North Sea, even though it's not in the north. Well, I mean, it's north of France, I suppose. So yeah, he's going to be kind of skirting the French coast and recrossing land in Holland. So there we go. Anyway, where was I? Which header load? Ah, yes, we've done that. We've done that. We've done that as well. Lots of hellos all flying around. Graham J is with us. A very good evening, Graham. Stu is here. 69 K. Well spotted, Carol C. The thumbnail is indeed different. I thought we'd ring the changes a little bit. I forgot it was Monday, says Stu. Oh, how could you? I put reminders everywhere. Mark Prasad is with us, the fabulous Mark. Good evening to you. Oh, legs, says Stu. Yes, I do have legs. I do have legs, and yes, you all rip the piss out of me for them. But what can I do? What can I do? They're the only ones I've got, so I'm stuck with them, and that means that you are stuck with them. And yeah, Carol is also noticing that I have legs. JB3 is with us and says Merry Christmas. Oh God, that's only round the corner now, isn't it? What a scary thought. But good evening, JB3. I hope you are most awfully well. Jeff D is with us. Good evening, Jeff. All the way from America. Stu went to Solihull today doing the Brum Run. Oh, Solihull, posh. I used to go to a club in Solihull, Rosie O'Brien's. Rosie O'Brien's back in the day. I don't suppose it's still there, but that used to be one of the places to go. Hello, I'm Rich, making tremendous progress. He is just north of Calais already. He's flying, well, literally. Oh, and he's about to be overtaken by something large. Now, Umrit, for your information, is flying, not personally, a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, if you don't mind me saying so. But he's being overtaken by, oh, an Airbus A380, which is going about 12 knots quicker. Where's that one going to? Oh, that's going to Abu Dhabi, and it's coming from Heathrow. The A380, what a huge thing! They're phenomenally large when you actually see them up close. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm getting ridiculously obsessed by this, but he is now approaching the. Oh, is that going to be France or Belgium? Oh, I don't think he's going to fly over the coast. He's going to skirt it a bit. No, no, he is. He is now just about over the French coast. So there you go. He is safely across the North Sea stroke English Channel, and he is now flying over France. God, that's happened very quickly, hasn't it? Lady LCK is with us now, of course. That's our fabulous Lady Ange, our marvellous and wonderful Honourable Minister for Prostitution and Orienteering. No, that's wrong. Planning and Organisation. It is Lady Angela we have to thank for the official community Sunday lunch in the Peak meetups. And we've got another one coming up sometime next month. 23rd? I want to say the 23rd, I think. I'll double check that. But honestly, you'd be fools to miss it. They're such good fun. We have one every month. You're bound to be able to make it one of these months. Anyway, good evening, Ange. Who else have we got? I wonder. Well, we've got food news from Carol C. Breakfast was milky coffee with Marmite and toast. Lunch was cheese on toast. Dinner was beef Rogan Josh, rice, and a spicy green bean side dish. Oh, well, there we are. My food news. Breakfast was my normal black coffee and a single slice of lavishly buttered toast. Thank you very much. Lunch was, what did I have for lunch? Oh, lunch was a sausage and bacon sandwich. And the bacon was the last of the bacon that I bought at that beautiful little community shop in the village of Upton in Norfolk a week ago today. Well, a week ago, I bought it on Tuesday morning, didn't I? So just under a week ago. It was very expensive, I think. It was £4 for 5 rashers, but my God, it was fantastic. And I wish it was my community shop because I would buy it again. So yeah, I had a nice sausage and bacon sandwiches. 2 sausages, cleft in twain, naturally. I'm not an animal. 2 rations of bacon, and the bread was lightly buttered, and I deployed an artistic drizzle of HP sauce and gave that a light dusting of white pepper, and it was rather fantastic. Supper tonight, well, you know what supper tonight is, don't you? Figure it out, right? I'm here, I'm in the caravan, I'm not away. What do I have when it's a Monday night and for whatever reason I've not been able to go away? I have a Chinese takeaway treat. And indeed, that's exactly what I've got tonight. Only the main dish. I make my own rice in order to save a few pennies. But yeah, I've got my treat and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Makes up a little bit for not being away as I was supposed to be, not having my motorhome Monday and Netty night. Never mind, there'll be plenty more to come. But not next Monday. Next Monday will not be a motorhome Monday, and it will not be a Netty night, for the very best of reasons, because I will be taking NESSIE-KAY MACNEENAW to North Wales along my favourite road, the A55, with all of those tunnels and amazing scenery. And of course, on the way back, I will be giving her the React Hill Challenge. I did it in Netty, I will do it in NESSIE-KAY, and obviously I will film it for your delectation and delight. I can confirm that Omrit is now... God, what's he doing there? Okay, well, he's north of Lille. He's just flown by Mont Carmel, and he's going to be heading towards names that I really can't pronounce. French ones I'm fine with. Belgian ones I struggle a bit. I never learned any Flemish apart from a couple of swear words. So there you go. He's going a bit further south than I thought he would. Anyway, get back to the comments. Get back to the comments. Sally. Sally is with us, and Sally is a new name and a new element of the community. And we know that because Sally has quite rightly followed the posting guidelines, and after having said hello everyone, has added in my pants, which is an absolute requirement for your first ever comment within the community. So welcome, Sally. Thank you so much for finding us and coming along. And you are not once welcome, you are not even twice welcome, but you are thrice welcome here. I hope you find something to enjoy amongst all of the crap. Just ignore me and concentrate on the community. They're lovely. They're lovely. I just let things down, really. But anyway, a very good evening. Jimmy Quinn, not remotely patronisingly, says, press the like button for poor old Boaty. He has no wife. He has no money, so press the button. Well, these things are true. These things are true. And, you know, I wouldn't be ungrateful if you were to press the button. I will lead by example. I will press the button. I'll press the Jensen button myself to show you how easy it is. So join me. Join me. Let's all do it together. After 3, tickle the like button. 1, 2, 3. Tickle. How easy was that? I would be very grateful if you followed suit. Poppy's Travels is with us. A very good evening to you. Rowena is here. Lovely Rowena. Hello. Bunga Bunga Party. is with us. Oh, and has got a quiz. Name the film, says he. Balls! I want the finest wines available to humanity. I want them here, and I want them now. I haven't got a clue. I've only seen about 5 films in my entire life, and none of them contain that. Where's Omrit now? Oh, bloody hell, he appears to be back over France. Les Onino. Heading towards Swanee and Nivelles. And indeed, the Belgian border. Gosh, what a windswept and interesting individual he really is. Oh, Poppy did a nice thing. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Poppy. It's a star. Bless you. Thank you very much. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? Who else have we got? Bam Bam for PM. Bam Bam is a dog. Oh, dear. Sally says, hi to you all who said hi back. Hi back to you. Bear with me, please. This is all very new to me. Oh, you'll get the hang of it, Sally. You will get the hang of it. And when you do, if you've got any sense, you'll bugger off. Because, you know, otherwise you get stuck here. Ask anybody. Some of them have been here years, desperately yearning for freedom, desperately trying to find a way out, but Stockholm Syndrome has kicked in, and they've managed to convince themselves that they actually like it here. A bit of a warning for you, Sally, as this is all new to you. At 11 o'clock, something called Wine O'Clock happens. And at Wine O'Clock, I eschew and spurn the water, and I start pouring excellent wine into myself. And the dynamic can change somewhat. Just to give you fair warning, I'm on my best behaviour at the moment. Well, as close as I ever get to it. Omrit is currently over La Louvière, heading towards Charleroi. I'm really enjoying tracking this. Sorry, it's probably... Anyway, where's my Jen, asks Lady Ange. Oh, nice one, Stu. A watched plane never flies. Well, this one's bloody flying. And specifically, it is now at... Oh, it's at its full cruising at altitude. It's at 39,000 feet. And it's travelling at a ground speed of 557 knots. So that's it, fully established now. 39,000 feet, walloping along. Next stop, India, in about 10 hours' time. I'd vote for Bam Bam as Prime Minister, says Phil. Graham J has just been to see Raging Bull. Well, you're a long time getting to that party, weren't you? That was made ages ago. Netty Kutch is with us, the lovely Netty Kutch, again all the way from North Wales. Niska is with us. Good evening, Niska. Oh, nobody guessed the film, says Bunga Bunga Pate. Well, I certainly didn't. And it was from With Nail and I, a classic British movie that I've heard of but never watched. I've smashed the like button, says Jeff D, and it was electric. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thumbus erectus here, says Jamie, as the Romans micht say. You don't get that on Hobnap. We are pretty excellent, says Jeff D, if I do say so myself. You are. You're fabulous. Sally loves a good hug. Well, you are in the right place. There are some amazing huggers in here. And we speak of, we mentioned Jen a little minute or two ago. And our lovely Jen is right in our midst. Janine, Malibu Queen, good evening to you, my lovely. Hope you are well. Josh is here all the way from New York. Jimmy Quinn is just reminding you that I have neither a wife nor any money. But Jimmy, I have you and all of the rest of you. And I have chilled wine. I am rich. I am rich. Unless you look at my bank account. The next meetup, says Carol C. I'm doing childcare for some grandchildren as it's summer holidays and the parents are working and celebrating their 14th wedding anniversary. Well, Carol, with all due respect, you've never been to one, so it'll just be business as usual, won't it? It'll just be business as usual. And it's a shame. I would love to meet you. I really would love to meet you. I mean, I feel like I have because I've watched your live streams and your videos. Who else? Uh, Deborah Fleming is with us. Good evening, Deborah. I am Bunga Bunga. I am tracking Amrit's flight. He is currently over Dinant, heading towards Rochefort. Oh, heading towards Luxembourg now. Gosh. Which airline is Amrit using? Asked Bunga Bunga. It's Air India. Air India. Boaty, are you collecting Amrit from the airport when he returns to the UK? No, Deborah, I'm not. He has arranged transport because his wife is going to the airport to meet him and their son. So he's arranged, I think it's an Uber, but it's a friend of a friend Uber. But they weren't available to take him. Hence him using public transport, except that obviously I stepped in. So I did offer, but no, he's already got that sorted, and his wife's going to be there at the airport to welcome him and their son, and he's coming back a week on Sunday, so that'll be nice. He'll be back on Sunday, then he'll have Monday to settle his son in and this, that, and no doubt, well, there won't be the other, will there? That's the one thing. Oh, poor chap. He's. I said, forgive the personal and slightly naughty reference, but I did say to him on Thursday, I think, I said, make sure you get plenty before you head off, because when you get back, you won't get any for about 16 years. And those of you who've been parents, you will know that there's quite a bit of truth in that. I mean, for starters, he's being banished from the marital bed. He's being replaced by the young master, and he's off to the spare room. So yeah. On Monday there'll be this and that, but there won't be the other. So he can settle back in before coming back to the restaurant and the no doubt chaos that he'll be facing a week on Tuesday. Assuming the restaurant is still there and I haven't burnt it down or lost it or gambled it away or something. That's right, Carol C. Air India, direct flight from Birmingham to Delhi, 10 hours, 25 minutes. I've been on the A380 when flying to Beijing, says Bunga Bunga. They're so quiet, even in cattle class. I've never flown one, and I would love to. Jumbos, loads, but never an A380. So that's something on the old bucket list, isn't it? I missed the 747, says Richard. I loved the 747. Absolutely loved it. My second favourite aircraft. Thank you, Ange. Yes, it is August the 23rd. That is the next community Sunday lunch in the Peak. And it would be fabulous to see as many of you as possible. Phil's dinner tonight was, Jen's spicy rice. A recipe passed to Ange by, very yummy it was too, apparently. Blimey. Good God, you didn't eat in the pub. Right. Jen's spicy rice. Well, now. Was it laced with Malibu? My go-to Chinese, says Rowena, is chicken chow mein and vegetable pancake rolls. Well, I would never order chicken chow mein from a Chinese takeaway or restaurant because I make a better chow mein myself. than they serve. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm not the greatest cook in the world, but there are some things that I can cook very well, and I make a better chow mein than any restaurant will serve you. Ask anybody who's eaten it. Ask the M11. Ask Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon. I cooked her chow mein whilst drunk as a skunk at about 2:30 in the morning. Cooked us both 2 lovely platefuls and promptly fell asleep in mine. Who has just done a nice thing? Sally, the fabulous Sally, who has only just joined us, has decided to leap fetus firstus right into the innermost heart of the inner scrotum by becoming a channel member and thus getting her name in green, having access to the exclusive emoji, getting to see all of the channel member only videos and all of the other wonderful things that come along with channel membership. Bless you, Sally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate the support. And that goes for all of the rest of you channel members and anybody who has ever gifted a channel membership. You know how much I appreciate it. Or you should do anyway. Oh, Omrit's gone off the screen. He is now... oh, blimey. He's now well into Luxembourg and heading to... oh, goodness gracious me. Well, that's Germany, isn't it? Yeah, he's heading towards Germany, if he's not already over it. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Sally. So, yeah, I don't buy chow mein. I make it myself. It's better. My go-to Chinese is what I've got tonight. Fillet steak with ginger and spring onion. But as I say, that's all I order. Okay, because I get free prawn crackers because they like me because I speak a little bit of Chinese to them. Um, bless them. So they always bung me something extra in prawn crackers and a can of pop or something. They're very sweet, considering I only order just that one dish, fillet steak with ginger and spring onion. As I say, I make my own rice. Why pay for it when I can make it myself and just, you know, I'm having a treat. Save a few bob where I can. Anyway, Jamesy would go for sweet and sour chicken with fried rice or beef curry. Mike P would go for satay. Stu would go for curry and a garlic naan, but you wouldn't get that at the Chinese stew. I can't read that out. Now we're talking about curries. Mike P would go for a madras or a vindaloo. Bunga Bunga says, Boaty, have you got a DVD player? If yes, I'll send you a copy of the film with Nate and I. I do have a DVD player. I have one in Nettie von Smallhausen. She has a DVD player. In theory, I've got one here in ROGERBOTTY, but it doesn't work. I keep thinking about replacing it. Oh, and in other news, I bet you've all forgotten this, but if you cast your minds right back to before Amazon very kindly gifted a posh televisual with built-in DVD player for Nettie. Remember, Amazon did that? Bless them. Top of the range TV, and they just gave it. Before that, we had a portable DVD player in Netty, which is now obviously surplus to requirements. So this will now go into NESSIE-KAY, the community camper. So there you go. The community camper will now have its very own DVD player. It's already got a televisual. Yeah, I forgot about that. So when I swap the vehicles over, which will probably be Thursday of this week, that can go in there. And there are some other things that I need to tell you about, but I'm still trying to catch up with the comments. Haven't caught up with them yet, and it's time for the first intermission. But I'll catch up with the comments. What's Omrit's little one's name? Oh God, I haven't learned it off by heart yet. It's difficult for me to say because it's a Japanese name. Now, bear in mind that Omrit and his wife lived in Japan for quite a time, and their son has a Japanese name, and I can't remember for the life of me what it is. Ken, it's Ken. Let me get back to you on that one. I haven't learned it yet. I'm going to have to learn it, obviously, but he's not been here, so I haven't had to learn it yet. Ken. It begins with Ken, and it's Japanese. Sally says, looking forward to the mayhem. And Bunga Bunga says, Sally, you'll love the wine burps. They are epic. Unfortunately, I have to admit that Bunga Bunga is not joking. What have I let myself in for, says Sally? Well, wine burps for a start. Honestly, it all goes very rapidly downhill at 11 o'clock, I'm afraid. Is it a straight flight or is he changing, says Rowena? He's changing. It's a direct flight to Delhi, and then it's a change, and then a flight from Delhi to Kathmandu in Nepal. Who else have we got, I wonder? I'll tell you who else we've got. We've got Elena Ash. Good evening to you. And hello, community folks, says she. Hello, my lovely. Nick Perry is with us. Good evening. The fabulous Dan is here. How lovely. Raven is here. Good evening, Raven. Oh, all the best people are here. This is wonderful. No, they don't, Richard. They don't sit on top of the fuselage on Air India if they're overbooked. They probably would if they could, but they don't. That's a wicked. You look cool and collected, Boaty, says Raven. Well, that's very kind. Thank you very much. I went past Birmingham Airport today, says Stu, about 4 p.m. That would be before I got there. We got there at about 5:30, so you beat us to it. Boaty, have you flown in Concorde? Asked Carol, and the long-term regulars know very well that the answer to that is yes, and I have other Concorde stories that I could bore you with and have before and probably will again, because my then partner brought Concorde in on her one and only flight into Exeter Airport, and there was a guided tour and presented with a bottle of champagne, which took pride of place in our cottage until the bloody au pair drank it when we were on a night out, and was then sent packing back to Romania and replaced with another one. I mean, you know, it's Concorde champagne, of all the booze to nick. If it'd just been a bottle of booze, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But Concorde champagne, that was. But then on the plus side, and this is a little bit selfish, the au pair that guzzled the champagne with her unsuitable boyfriend was a bit of a moose, whereas the one that replaced her was an absolute corker. Not that, anyway. Big Balls 13. Hi, Boaty. Have you been to the casino lately? Not for ages. The last time I was in the casino was probably a year ago when I went with Melanini. Haven't been since. Oh, and Stu says yes, of course he has. Boaty, have you flown in a microlight? Asked Carol. No, not a microlight. Closest I've come to it is glider. I had a non-powered gliding license, but no, never a microlight. Netty Kutch is snacking on garlic and olive crisps. People are welcoming Sally to channel membership, and Sally says, "Oh, I did a thing." You did indeed, and you are so welcome, and I'm jolly grateful. Oh, Onrid's gone off screen again. Where the hell is he now? Oh, bloody hell, he's been cracking on. He is now. Oh dear God, I don't recognise any of these names. He's now flying over Landau in der Pfalz. Can't pronounce that without spitting everything. Landau in der Pfalz. Pfalz. I don't know. It's Germany. Yeah, Germany. He's flying over Germany, heading towards. God, Germany's bigger than you might think, isn't it? So I don't know what he's heading towards. But yeah, he's now heading towards Belheim. Jose, fantastic Ville, a very good evening to you. Boaty, have you ever wing walked in a biplane? Have I, bugger? Kind of thing I would have done when I was younger, but yeah, couldn't do it now. I've never even flown in a biplane. So, no. Boaty, are you having your Chinese takeaway delivered to you? No, Deborah. I picked it up on the way back from the airport. Thank you, Jimmy Quinn. Yeah, I know I'm on your tax returns. You're probably not joking as well. Steve McDonald is with us. A very good evening to you, Steve. Rowena says, it would be good if you cooked chow mein on a video and I could see how you make it. Well, it would, Rowena, except that I've already done it about 4 times. There are at least 4 videos where I show you step by step in minute, excruciating detail how to make a better than restaurant chow mein. Don't forget, darlings, I have got an enormous back catalogue, as the actress said to the bishop. There are 2,700 videos on my channel, and I've only been doing this for 6 months. That if you just search for chow mein or noodles on my channel, there are 3 or 4 videos where I show you how to make. Right. I show you how to make a perfect chow mein, as per Chinese restaurant, but I also show you lots of tips and tricks with other things, like I show you how to turn a cheap packet of supermarket noodles, you know, the things that you can pick up for like 40p or something. I'll show you how to turn that into a really nice version of chow mein. There's loads of videos on it. Noodles are a bit of a go-to for me, so check them out. And also have a look for when I made and showed you how to make Chinese hot and sour soup, because that is fantastic, and we'll be in autumn before you know it, and you're going to want some nice warming soup. In fact, I need to make that again. Haven't made that for couple of months might be, and it's amazing. I make a really good hot and sour soup, but it's all there on videos. There are lots of cooking videos if you look for them. Dan Fango, good evening. Andrew Buttigieg is with us. Ivor Spotty Botty, as was, of course. I, says Cairgorn 1, will usually have a special fried rice and beef curry if I go to the Chinese takeaway. How have I not caught up with the comments yet? Deborah Fleming says, Boaty, did you buy Nessie from Phil and Jan? I think you mean Phil and Ange. Jen is Ange's and Phil's and mine friend, but it's not Phil and Jen, it's Phil and Ange. Or Phil and Ange and Jen. Did you buy Nessie from them as a favour, so they got you as a guaranteed buyer? No, they sold it to me as a favour to me. Other way round. I'd love to live in Japan. Love the culture, says Cairgorn 1. Oh, sorry, Mike P. I do apologise. I've been ignoring this voice message. Not on purpose. Right. The next voice that you hear will be Welsh.
Noswetha, Boaty.
Noswetha.
We're really looking forward to watching NESSIE-KAY's maiden Welsh road trip.
I can't wait to do it.
To North Wales.
Absolutely.
Hope you enjoy it. And pound the box.
No star. Ah, bless you. The lovely Netty Kutch. Right, I can't wait for it's a week today. I will be taking NESSIE-KAY on her inaugural trip to the north of Wales, one of my favourite parts of the world, down the fabulous A55 coastal highway, which I just adore. Right, as instructed, 1 box Welsh Puthcall, £1, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is full, very full. They are close to getting stuck, and then we'll be into that mad week or 10 days of wondering which is going to be the pound that finally fills Sean's box. Simone is with us, hooked on classics, of course. Sweeky is with us. Good evening, Sweeky. Hedgehog of Truth question from Poppy's Travels. Who's your favourite Nepali friend besides Amrit? Oh, you shouldn't have favourites. That's an awful question, because you kind of shouldn't have favourites, should you? But probably Jyoti. I think Jyoti. Yeah, Jyoti is lovely, and Simone is shattered. All sorts about everything is with us. A very good evening to you. Good to see you back, Sweeky, says Dan Fango, and I completely agree with that. Oh, yes, it is sad news. Yeah, Bill Oddie, sadly. Bill Oddie left us earlier today. So, yeah, that is very sad. One of the goodies, of course. So there's only, there's only one left now, isn't there? Because COVID took TBT. COVID took Tim Brooke Taylor. So there's only Graham Garden left now. Oh, dear. Oh, well done, Simone. Well done, Simone. That's a good play on words, is that one. Oh, he was part of all of our childhoods, I guess, as were the goodies. Goodies, goody, yum, yum. Noodles, says Simone, are cheap, quick and easy. Yes, and done properly, they can be incredibly tasty and pretty damn healthy, which is why I've always pushed them a bit. And yeah, they're a great, cost-effective, healthy, really tasty meal. So I have pushed them over. I pushed them quite a lot on the channel because they are one of my staples. And even if you think you can't cook, it's so easy to learn how to do noodles. Absolutely dead simple. And restaurant noodles, you'd be amazed how simple that is to replicate. And because it's so simple, you can quite easily improve on them. Because you can make them exactly to your own taste. Amrit is now heading towards Dillingen an der Donau. I've barely spent any time in Germany, so I don't recognise any of these names. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Squeaky. I'm looking forward to the road trip to Wales, says Rowena. I'm looking forward to it too, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. Billy Joe, good evening. And Billy Joe says, the brilliance of Boaty shall no longer be hid under a bushel, for he's being featured by YouTube. Am I really? gosh, am I really? All sorts about everything has been thinking about changing their name to something more appropriate, and has been mulling it over for a few weeks. Well, keep us updated. Keep us updated. Oh dear, Bill has consumed his last black pudding. Oh dear. It was Billy Joe McAllister that jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge, and that's one of my favourite songs, actually. How odd that you should mention it. 10 minutes to wine a clack, says Carol. Oh, looking forward to it. Looking forward to wine and clack. Right, I'm going to have a very, very quick intermission. So, talk amongst yourselves, and I will be back in around 60 seconds, and we will hurtle towards Wine O'Clack. And then, as usual, all bloody hell will let loose. Right, we've done with the water, haven't we? That's served its poise. Pardon me walking past the camera. Oh, that's a bit dark. Why is it so... Oh, I haven't turned the light on. There we go. Oh, that's better. I'll tell you what, my lovelies, it's absolutely beautiful out there. It's dark. The wind has dropped. It's quite still. But what I love about being here is that I'm back to being surrounded by tall trees. There are trees here. We're on the edge of a forest, and it's one of my favourite things. Windy Bum lost a bit of its magic for me when I had to have my trees cut down, my huge tall firs. Um, my cottage in Wales, obviously my garden backed onto a deep forest, and I love the sound of trees. I love trees in all seasons and in all weathers, but I feel that they sounds weird, but I feel they talk to me. I love the sound that they make, the the way that they kind of reflect nature and reflect the conditions. Wind isn't wind unless it's in trees. I just love the sound of trees in the wind. It's the most I think it is the most soothing sound to fall asleep to. It's even more soothing than waves crashing or lapping on the beach. I love the sound of wind. Oh God, I love the sound of wind. Oh, somebody's gonna take that the wrong way. Where's Omrit gone? Oh God, he's heading south. He is heading south. He's heading towards a bloody big pond of some sort. Oh, finally a name I recognise. Right, he should be turning left and heading towards Munich. Bloody hell! What time is it? So he's only been going an hour, and he's already getting ready to head over Munich. They're bloody quick things, hairy planes, aren't they? They don't have to pick their skirts up and crack on. Ah. Oh, hang on. Comments went a bit weird then. Ah, yes, we got to around here, didn't we? Yes. And Stephen McDonald was saying that Germany is his favourite European country. It's always been France for me, followed by Italy. But you know, got to throw Spain into the mix now, haven't we? I told you, I never had hardly anything to do with Spain apart from an annual road trip to the Basque Country, and my favourite hotel in the world. Simone had new rubber hoses and clips today for Pinky, and that is not a euphemism. Did you do any recording of your journey today? Asked Carol. I did, and you will have it tomorrow. Now, I don't know if it's going to be any good because we had problems. The problem was no air conditioning in the car. Well, there is, but it doesn't work. Needs charging. Right. So we had two options: windows open. So, but with the windows open, you would struggle to hear us chat, or windows closed, in which case it got so hot in the car the camera turned off because it overheated. So how good or useful or worthwhile it's going to be, I've got no idea. I can't even remember what we said. I think there were periods of quietness, but I did record what I could. I will throw it together into some sort of video, and you know, it might just be driving down the M1 and A42 and M42 with a load of wind noise and bugger all else. But I did try, and for what it's worth, it will be up there. Commence the Pearl and Dean music after the intermission, yes. Andrew Buttigieg had a dream last night that he was on holiday in the UK, and it didn't go well. Who are we saying good night to? Mike. Is Mike off? Oh, yes, he is. Oh, good night, Mike, and that means probably good night, Netty Kutch, as well. Are you at home or are you in the caravan? Oh, well, you'll have gone by now, so you won't answer that, will you? Sherry is here, got to be me, and says hello to everybody. Sweek is off to bed, and we'll watch it in bed, but won't be in the chat. We do have people from all over the world on the live stream, and we have people from all over the world coming to meet us as well. People have come from Australia to come and have lunch, which is lovely. He's gone well south of Munich now, and he's now tracking towards blimey, Rosenheim. Oh, and heading towards Salzburg. Oh, there's going to be some mountains coming up, aren't there, soon? That'll be exciting for him. Oh, no, it won't. It's in the dark. And Sally is indeed in the UK. Jolly good. It could be ancient pagan roots you have, Boaty, says Billy Joe, connecting you with the ancient woodland. Possibly. Quite possibly. Trees, says Jamesy, have Latin names and botanical names. Does anyone know the botanical name of a dead tree? Hands up, not me. Not me. Although Raven is having a go at Dedus Trius. You see, now I'm old enough and went to a posh enough school that I did study Latin at school. But I don't know the name of a dead tree. Wine a clack, says Carol. Hurrah, hurrah. Yeah, you do, don't you, Jeff D? Jeff D knows somebody, a guy who frolics through the campground naked and flatulates. I wasn't naked. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. I'm getting texts now to remind me that it's wine time. Oh, well done, Carol. You got subscribers. Well done. Well done on doing a short. Right, here we go. Here we go. It's wine o'clock, darlings. It's wine o'clock. It's wine o'clock. Ah, best part of the night. And I have got the good stuff. Oh, yes. A professional twist, if you don't mind me saying so, Steve Bunce. I'd have made a good sommelier. Right, here we go. Happy days indeed, my lovelies. Right, wine o'clock. Cheers, darlings, your very... Oh, hello. Cheers, darlings, your very good health. Bottoms up, if you're lucky, lads. Up yours, if you're not careful, ladies. Do not be taken unawares. Keep your wits about you and keep your hands on your halfpennies. That's my advice. But to each and every one of you, with joy in my heart and with integrity and sincerity, trumpeting like a rogue bull elephant out my rearward facing back bottom, get stuffed. Here we go. Look out, Tom. Here it comes. Mm. Oh. Oh, said he, dabbing his chops with his napkin. Oh, God, that's fabulous. That is fabulous. Oh. Wine. How classy people get shit-faced. That is unutterably delicious. And wine, I do recommend it. Boaty reminds me of Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack in those shorts. Again, something else I haven't seen. Oh, hang on. I almost did a whiz bang there, didn't I? I almost did a whiz bang. Starling. Starling. Stop. Oh, hello. What's this? What's that? Because that's on my personal phone, not on the community. Oh, you sent it to both. Oh, well, belt and braces. Why not? Oh, excuse me. That was a wind-up, darlings. The first of what will no doubt be many. Where's Omric gone? Oh, God, he's going south again. He's going south by Uttendorf towards some other places that I can't pronounce. Oh, I've lost him. Where's he gone? Oh, I've pressed the wrong thing. Oh, Hell's Teeth. Is that him? Yes, I've got him back. I've got him back. So he should have taken off at 9:30. He actually took off at 9:48, and he's scheduled to get into. He was scheduled to get into Delhi at 12:25. No idea if that's AM or PM, but is estimated to get in there 10 minutes early, despite leaving late. So there we are. Down the hatch, Boaty, says Billy Joe. Up yours, Boaty, says Jeff D. Cheers, darlings. Oh, that's good news. That's good news, Carol. Simone is knackered and needs to go to bed. Oh, you're going to miss all the best stuff, Simone. Business as usual there. Care going one. Business as usual. You, says Sherry, are a gentleman and a scholar for taking Omrit to the airport, and I hope he knows that. Oh, he does. He does. He's very appreciative. Uh, do the other people at the restaurant know that you took him, and I wonder how that would make them feel? Embarrassed, because I shamed them. I was appalled that they were. I was appalled that they were going to make him go on public transport. So I made a point of telling them that I'd cancelled everything, changed my plans in order to take him. And I said I was very surprised that he was having to go via public transport. And Ram did the, oh, what can I do? What can I do? He always does the what can I do? What can I do thing. What can I do? I asked him, and he said, I've already booked bus tickets. It's all lies. It's all lies. They couldn't be asked. There was a festival on in Nottingham, and they would nobody was willing to miss even a bit of that, but they wouldn't have taken him anyway. Um, it's just it's one of the weirder things about their society. Partly that he's a lower caste, um, and he's not in a position to do anybody a favour at the moment. I suppose in their eyes. Do you know what I mean? They tend not to do stuff unless there'll be something coming back. There's a reason to get in with. And I think the way they see it is they've got no reason to do Amrit any favours because they've got him for the next 3 years, um, you know, tied to a work visa, contracted, so they don't gain anything from being particularly nice to him. Um, but if that's how they work, that's how they work. I work slightly differently. I think it's nice to be nice to anybody and everybody. But, when somebody is a particularly fine, splendid, and wonderful human being, and he is all of those things, why would you not help in any way that you could? And speaking of that, I got to his place good and early. So I saw his new house for the first time, and I had the full guided tour. And that was a bit odd because don't forget he had everything from Windy Bum. So I had a guided tour around Windy Bum in Nottingham. It was all my stuff. Um, and some of the stuff was just, oh yeah, that was my sofa, that was my three-piece suite, that was my table, that was one of my fridge freezers, that was the other fridge freezer, that was the bed, all of that. But then personal stuff like my mother's pictures up on his wall, that kind of grabbed you a bit. Now, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm glad that my personal stuff and my family's personal stuff is in his home. Because were it not, then it would be in the bin or in a charity shop or something and would be in an unknown person's home. As it is, that stuff that was dear to me is all in a family's home who are dear to me. So I was happy to do it at the time. For those who don't know, Amrit recently bought his first house. I recently left what will be my last house because, well, my last house in the UK anyway. So I've got no plans to go back into bricks and mortar. Not in the UK. Spain, yeah, but not in the UK. So, um, you know what it's like when you're buying your first house. You've got to furnish it from scratch. It's a lot of money. And I was moving from a house into various homes on wheels. So I didn't have room for all of my stuff. So, obvious solution, I gave everything to Omrit. And they literally took everything. So it was kind of weird. My fish in my fish tank. Um, as I say, all of my kitchen appliances, all of my bedroom furniture, my wardrobes, my bedside tables, both beds, chest of drawers, coffee tables, um, everything. My computer desk, my computer, because I've got nowhere for an iMac to go. So he had my iMac and everything else. Yeah, my computer desk, my computer chair, just everything, all of my artwork, the whole kit and caboodle. And it warmed my heart um, to see that he's arranged everything with, he and his wife have arranged it with such love. The only thing that got me a little bit, it did get me, I can't deny it, silly little thing, my fridge magnets. My fridge magnets with the memories of buying them in various places with different people. That one hurt a little bit. But what can I do? What can I do? As silly as it sounds, I don't have a metal surface in any of my 3 homes on wheels where I could put fridge magnets. So they stayed on my fridge, and Amrit loves them. They're places he hasn't been to, but maybe it will inspire him to go to those places. And they're only fridge magnets. They're aide memoir, aren't they? And I have other aide memoir for these trips. I have videos that I made and other things, and I will find other things to replace the fridge magnets. You know, maybe tea towels or something like that. I'll find other things. So I will go to all of those places again. Um, and again, I'm glad that they're. It was lovely looking around. Amrit's home is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's a nice semi-detached in a quiet part, relatively quiet part of Nottingham. The primary school that his son will be going to is just the other side of his back garden, so it'll be like a 90-second walk to school. It's a sweet little house, and he's well, I say little. It's 3 bedroom. It's a fairly small 3 bedroom, but it is 3 bedroom. But it's just so lovely to see him and his wife, and soon his son, in their own home. All of their sacrifice and hard work, because Amrit's wife works as hard as he does, if not harder. She actually earns more than Amrit does. She's doing 2 full-time jobs, although that will be cutting down to 1 full-time job um, when their son is there, and they'll share the childcare. So basically, um, they will. One of them will be. They're never going to see each other again, because when Amrit's working, his wife will be doing the childcare, and when Amrit is not working, his wife will be working. So they're just never ever going to see each other again, basically, not until the kid is 18 and sods off to university, because he'll be a doctor. They're all doctors, or they all seem to go into the health. I mean, Bishnu's son, he's at medical school. Jyoti is now a senior nurse. Um, what's her face? Oh, oh God, I'm getting my Sunita. She's at medical school. Um, what's her face is chief pharmacist now. Um, yeah, they all seem to go into health. So there you go. And NHS. So be grateful. Right, I've ignored the comments for a while, haven't I? How do you follow an aeroplane on the laptop? Asked Got to Be Me. Well, you need a website or an app. Let's have a look where he is now. Oh, he's past Villach. Oh, my goodness gracious me. He is now just entering Slovenia, just to the northeast of Ljubljanka. So, my goodness me, he is cracking on apace. Yes, and he has now crossed the Slovenian border. So, yeah, Sherry, you need you need a website or an app. The app that I use, and I highly recommend it, and it is free if you don't mind adverts. It's an app called Flight Radar 24. So, absolutely, I warn you, it's addictive. So, you can see what is in the air around you, or anywhere else in the world. And if you click on any individual plane, it gives you all the details of the airline, where it's going. So, for example, not at 39,000 feet now, 38,975 feet, and travelling at 553 knots. He's at 46.117 latitude, 14.803 longitude, 800741 is the ICAO 24-bit address. I can't give you much more information than that, because to get more info than that, you have to be on the paid version of the app, and I've only got the free version. But it's well worth having. If you've ever idly wondered, as a plane has roared by overhead, I wonder what that plane is and where it's going, get this app. It will tell you. And it's not just for commercial flights. As the name suggests, Flight Radar, anything that comes on radar will be covered. So if it's a military plane, private plane, whatever, it's all on there. If it's a secret thing, there might not be much in the way of details, but everything is on there. If it's on the radar, it's on the app. And as I say, it's free to use. Good for you for shaming them, Boaty, says Jeff. I was really annoyed. How you were done after your head-on crash was messed up, Boaty, says Raven. Oh, Nick Perry says, and Raven, yeah, it was. Nick Perry says, 2 pro cyclists used to live near me, Boaty. Daryl and Martin Webster. Right, well, Daz is a mate of mine. He was, he's been nagging me for ages to go. He's in South Wales now, living off grid, and he'd been nagging me for ages to get down and see him. And I have been nagging him for ages. I've been nagging him for ages to let me write his biography. Daz won't have anything to do with journalists or anything like that. If you know his story, you'll know why. And to explain, Daryl Webster, Daz, my mate, he's a little bit older than me, and so he was one of my poster on the bedroom wall heroes when I was a young up and comer. Yeah, he's just got a couple of years on me. So yeah, he did indeed represent England in the Olympics, and then he turned pro, and he rode for Teca, Spanish team. Memorably won a stage in the Nissan Classic, and you got to remember that when Daz did that, it was a rare thing. People weren't going over to the continent much from the UK. But yeah, he was a bit of a hero of mine. So it's quite cool that years and years later on, we became pals. And yeah, as I said, I would love to write his biography. He is so incredibly outspoken. He kind of he's got a Facebook group that I'm part of for those of us um, that were racing in the 80s. But he's too outspoken for his own good in many ways, um, and he doesn't keep any of the drug stuff secret. So I'm not going to say anything on this live stream, but you know, I could tell you who he shared rooms with, who were sur le jus, as the French say, on the juice, who have gone on to be hugely respected national coaches and all of that kind of thing. And he knows all of the dirty secrets, and he doesn't go out there and trumpet it out. But you know, if you chat to him, he doesn't keep it secret. He and Roz, his other half, they just lead a happy, quiet life, off grid in South Wales, and I like him. I like him very, very much, and what a talented man he was. His brother Martin, talented, not to the same degree. Not to the same degree. And it's one of my proudest boasts, and I do tease him about this. Daryl, never, ever, ever beat me. Never once beat me. Quite proud of that. But yeah, just a really nice, gentle guy. And I haven't spoken to him for a while, actually. But he did agree. He won't let me write his biography, but he did agree for me to go down and visit his place. And he invited me to stay for the night and do a video for YouTube. This is a while ago now. And for whatever reason, I never did it. Um, it's one of the things that I hadn't thought about this for a while, but if I were to do YouTube full time and bin the restaurant off, there would be so many things that I could do. And one of them, thinking about it now, would be to do stuff like that. Now, obviously, I've had quite a varied life. Some of you would say I've had an interesting life. And I've known and been friendly and still am friendly with a lot of people in interesting and different areas. And if I was doing YouTube full time, I could spend time hanging out with them and making videos. And that would be one of them. The untold story of Daryl Webster. God, that if I got him drunk so that he actually let his tongue loose, that really would blow things up, wouldn't it? But you know, there are loads of other people like that. People that I've been, you know, I'd love to do some candid YouTube stuff with Johnny O, or Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath, or oh God, I mean any number of people. But anyway, I can't. I only get Monday nights free because I made some life decisions that led to me having the misfortune to be taken poor, and now I have to live day to day, hand to mouth. I can't complain. I've got wine. I eat like a king. I've got nice homes, if you include things on wheels as homes. I didn't, but I am learning to. Omrit is now, Christ, where the fuck is he now? Fucking hell. No idea. He is somewhere, Zrinska Gora, if anybody knows what that is. Oh, Poland, maybe? Could be Poland. Majdan Planina. Giarmek, Grumek. Heading towards Banja Luka, I don't know. No idea how to pronounce any of these places. But there you go. Oh, and he's back to 39,000 feet and 546 knots ground speed. There we are. Okay. I thought the cast thing was Indian, not just Indian, Rowena. It's prevalent in other societies as well, and it's incredibly prevalent in Nepal. And I think it's a massively unfair thing because, like, in America, anybody can become president of the United States. In the UK, you're born into a working class family or a middle class family or whatever, but there is possibility for movement. You can't be born working class and become upper class. That's a step too far. But you can be born working class and become upper middle class, for example. So there is movement. But in Nepal, what you're born with is what you are for the rest of your life, and it makes massive differences. Um, you know, you literally won't be allowed to use, if you're, for example, if you are Saki and you go to a Baun house, you're not allowed to use the front door, for God's sake. Um, so caste is a massive thing in Nepali culture. You daren't marry outside of your caste, otherwise you will be killed. And it is a massive thing. Now, um, I'm kind of adopted Nepali, and they gave me ages ago. They gave me a Nepali name, which I still have, and they gave me a caste. Um, and because they like me and they hold me in high regard, and this is interesting. They don't hold me in high regard because I'm a nice person who tries to help other people. They hold me in high regard because I used to be rich, and that's what's important. Um, and because they hold me in high regard, they gave me the name Shiva, which is the name of the like head god. Uh, if you're important, you get named after one of the gods. So they call me Shivadai. Dai means big brother. If it's somebody older than you, you call them Dai. If they're younger than you call them Bai, older brother, younger brother. Unless they're a lot younger, in which case you call them Babu. Uh, I'm sure you can work that out. Or they're a lot older, in which case you call them uncle. But I told them early on that if anybody ever called me uncle, then I would sit on their head for a long period of time when I was sweaty and I would wriggle. I'm not being called uncle for anybody. Um, so it's a generational thing. Anybody of Ram's generation, which is kind of my generation, will call me Shivadai. Um, the younger ones like Amrit and all of those, they call me Jason. They call me Jason. That's it's my name and I'm their friend, and they are same with Jyoti and Jitan and Bibek, um, Kendrika, Bob, all of them. You know, I'm just their mate. I happen to be older than them. Uh, but it's not a Nepali thing. They don't have to call me Dai. They don't have to give me that. They can just call me by name. Now, they couldn't do that if I was Nepali, but they do. But yeah, I was also given a caste, and I was given the caste Baun, which is the top caste. Um, so yeah, the caste system is alive and well in Nepal. And even though there's a generation of adults now who were born in the UK, they still they still wouldn't dream of marrying outside of their caste because their parents or their grandparents would be horrified. At some point that will end for the for the UK lot, that will come to an end. That won't last forever. It'll fade with each generation, because I think it's very unfair that you are labelled for the rest of your life with what you happen to be born into. Um, but anyway, it's really interesting how it works. Many of um, the Nepali customs and traditions are really interesting. Um, some of them some of them are a bit disturbing. For example, now this isn't true anymore. It's not active anymore, but it was until very, very recently, and this is scary. So, so if wine burp, if you're a Nepali woman and and of course you're going to be married because all Nepali people are married. They can't understand how I'm not married, and they can't understand how anybody could be happy not being married, despite the fact that none of them are happy being married. Most of them aren't, um, because of course it's an arranged marriage system. So they tell themselves that they're happy, but anyway, what was I going to say then? Oh, I've forgotten where I was going with that one. I've completely forgotten where I was going with that. How annoying. I was going to say something tremendously interesting and witty and urbane. Um, and I've completely lost the plot. No, and it's never going to come back now, is it? Never mind. Let's have a look at your comments instead, because I really should catch up with them, because there's going to be an intermission coming up very soon. And, right. Oh, I agree with that, Raven. No religion condones indifference nor being shite to a friend. I didn't say it was a religious thing. I said it was a cultural thing, and those are not the same things. Sherry says, I'm glad to hear that you shamed them. Perfect. I don't really think you should blame it on their culture. It's a human thing. He's a friend, he's a co-worker. Either you do it or you don't. No excuses. Um, yeah, you're right, actually. How did the fish look, Boaty, says Kathmandu. Um, happy, healthy, happy and healthy. Happy and healthy. They're having an amazing time. Umrit has gone mad with the aquarium. He's gone mad, and they're living a better life than they lived with me. The aquarium looks amazing. It looks amazing. The fish look great. The snails look great. Um, the the plants, everything is wonderful. He's properly looking after it. Um, ta, 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 I used to buy fridge magnets, says Carol. I now buy drink coasters. Yeah, well, there are going to be options, aren't there? I thought, yeah, I like fridge magnets as well, but I don't have a metal surface now. Um, yeah, there are other options. Tea towels, mugs. What was it Carol said? Oh, coasters. Yeah. Yeah, we'll find things. Steph! The lovely Steph. I wondered if you were here. Steph says, I'm here. Good evening. I'm reading the comments. Good evening, Steph. Um, bear with, bear with, bear with. I'm going to be miles behind again, aren't I? I can't help myself. Oh, Poppy's Travels. Have you seen the jet planes doing the Mach Loop, Boaty? I was driving and two flew over and I shat myself. No, I've never done the Mach Loop. And again, that's on my list of things to do. One of these days, I will. Sue Postlethwaite of the semi-eponymous YouTube channel Postlethwaite Outside pops in to say hi all, just popping in to say hello. Well, hello to you. Hope you are terribly well. Oh, still getting a bit of pain. Oh, sorry to hear that. Dan bought a 2008 Piaggio X7 250 yesterday, whatever that is. Sounds like some kind of motorised bicycle. Kieran Marsh, good evening. Lance Armstrong said he hated cheats. I don't remember him saying that, but then I hate Lance Armstrong. Rowena says, hope you do get the chance to do YouTube full-time one day. I think the restaurant would miss you. I think they would too. And I've got the chance to do it. It's just that if I did, I've also got the chance to die of starvation and not be able to pay anything, because I could be even poorer than I am now. Oh, well, let's check where he is now. Maybe I got Poland wrong. Let me track him. Right. Oh, right. He is currently on the border of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, however you pronounce it. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Just gone past Fonica, heading towards Polje, Pazarik, Sarajevo. So, well, that's where he is now. Anyway, bless him. I hope he's doing all right. And he's still at 39,000 feet and 540 knots. Actually, let me zoom out and see where he is in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so he's currently about to head over Sarajevo, then heading towards Montenegro. Oh, God. Possibly Bulgaria. Bloody hell. That little Dreamliner really is. Oh, yeah, flying around war zones, of course. Oh, Nettie Kutch. I thought you went to bed ages ago. Nettie Kutch is saying good night. Well, good night, my lovely. Thank you, Jimmy Quinn. You're on one tonight, Jimmy Quinn, aren't you? Andrea forgot to put the bins out. I don't have to worry about that anymore. One of the things of living as I do, you don't have a bin day, and the bins never get full. You have bin elves who come and empty them on a daily basis. No, Raven, my fridge isn't metallic. None of them. Not here in ROGERBOTTY, not in NETTY, and not in NESSIE. Alan Simpson, the Honourable Alan Simpson, Honourable Minister for Little Chef and Weatherspoons. Was it quiz night tonight, Alan? Greetings, Honourable Bridgers, says he. How are we? Did Boaty have a successful airport trip? I did. And yeah, I am tracking him. Right, I'm whizzing through a bit now. I'm going to have another quick intermission. Right, we've caught up. Jolly good. Right, I'm going to have a very quick intermission. I'll then top up my wine and we will then plough on towards the midnight hour. So, talk amongst yourselves for 2 minutes and get ready for the grand finale. I'm becoming more casual with wine pouring now. Oh, and that beautiful Chinese, look at that, just waiting for me. Oh, and I've got the NESSIE-KAY and NETTY news. Oh, I forgot about all of that. Right, I will be back in 2 shakes of a dog's arse. Right. God, it's gorgeous out there. It's so lovely out there. I wish you were here. You'd really enjoy it. You should be here. You should come along one of these nights. Right, on to the things that I meant to talk about but haven't. Let's just have a quick look at no, there's not an app for following bins, Kieran Marsh, you piss-taking swine. Oh, Carol C is feeling sleepy and is heading off. Alan has been to the quiz. Right, okay. Right, stuff I need to tell you. Well, I don't need to. I want to. Well, I kind of do need to. Okay, how are we doing time-wise? We are cracking on now towards the midnight hour. We are waving away Monday and we are about to welcome in Tuesday with all of the promise of joy and other things that brings. Right. I think we all agreed when I showed you on the video, I think we all agreed that the cookware, the saucepans, frying pan, wok and stock pot in NETTY, I think we all agreed that they should go to NESSIE-KAY, the community camper, right? Reasons for that. One, they just go better. Their colour scheme, they are, ceramic black with wooden handles, and that is exactly NESSIE-KAY's colour scheme. So they go perfectly. Number two, NETTY, they don't get used. They haven't got used because NETTY is like, she's off grid. Don't get me wrong, she's off grid. She's got solar. She's got wine burps. She's got power stations aplenty, thanks to my fabulous partners at All Powers, who are wonderful. And I'm going to be making some videos for you very soon because you are lovely people. And you very much power the community when we are off grid. So, but NETTY is also a campsite girl. And that means that she has got a microwave and all of these things. And all of those pans, they don't get used. Whereas NESSIE-KAY, the community camper, is an off-grid wild animal, a magnificent monster. And she doesn't have a microwave and all of those things. So they're better suited aesthetically and they're better suited logistically and practically. So I think we all agreed that Nettie's cookware should go to NESSIE-KAY, and guess what? It's going to. Now, however, that did mean that we need to replace them in part, because Nettie can't be without cookware. She's not always going to have something pinged in a microwave. She needs a saucepan. She needs a frying pan for a bacon sandwich or a sausage sandwich or something like that. She can't be without. So I thought, okay, right, NESSIE-KAY is going to get the perfect cookware. This whole set, what is it? 2 saucepans, a stock pot, frying pan, wok, noodle pan, all of these things. So NESSIE-KAY is going to be bang up well equipped. But how can we make this a positive for Nettie? And I thought, well, okay, these things, I bought them very quickly when I first got Nettie, and they were in a shop local in Ripley. They were on offer. How can I make it a positive for Nettie? Well, I could get something really, really suited to Nettie. And I thought, well, Nettie's retro. She's almost 40 years old. And she should have some retro type cookware. So I did a search on Amazon, and this is in the Facebook group, by the way, and there are pictures. So I did a search on Amazon for retro saucepans, and it brought up a range by Swan, who do a load of retro shit. Saucepans, frying pans, microwaves, kettles, toasters, you name it. But they do a range in the perfect exact shade of Nettie blue. The blue that the table is, the blue that the on-air sign is. Perfect Nettie blue. And I thought, oh my God. That's why I put it in Facebook as soon as I saw it. And they do a set. You can't buy them individually, annoyingly. But they do a set of 3 saucepans, 16, 18, 20 centimetre, with lids, in perfect Nettie blue, total retro design, and 2 frying pans, 20 and 24 centimetres. And they are just so perfect. And I put them on the Facebook group because I thought, how perfect would that be? All of the gear in Nettie goes into NESSIE-KAY, and then she's sorted, job done, bosh, wallop. And then these go into Nettie, and they would be so much better for Nettie. And Nettie would look so much better and be a more amazing, wonderful thing with these. Unfortunately, they are stupidly expensive. So, because they're stupidly expensive, and because they are utterly perfect and the most wonderful thing for Nettie, I ordered them, and they're arriving tomorrow. Yes, I really am that stupid. Yes, I'm poor. Yes, I ordered them. They're on tick. They'll be paid off at 17 pence a week for the next 374 years. And if I die before they're paid off, then, well, I've won, haven't I? I've won. They are perfect. They are going to look amazing, and they are being delivered to Cromford Post Office tomorrow. So the plan tomorrow is, considering that I'm not doing anything, it's going to be quite a busy day. Plans for tomorrow. Right, go back to Windy Bum, go to Yvette Carte Blanche, get all of my stuff out of Yvette Carte Blanche that I threw in there when we emptied Windy Bum, shove it all in Officer Crabtree, take some pictures, get Yvette Carte Blanche sold before the end of the month, because her MOT has expired, her tax expires at the end of the month. We need to get her sold, put a couple of quid back into the kitty, and that's one less thing to worry about, and the nasty policeman won't complain about her being parked legally on the road, taking up a space that one of his 19 cars could have taken. So I've got to do that. Depending on what time the package arrives, I need to go up and pick up NETTY's new amazing saucepans. They're amazing. Right, if you haven't seen the Facebook group, Boaty's World, the Boaty's World Facebook group, they're in there. They are amazing, and they will be arriving tomorrow. So, and then, so I need to put them in, get NESSIE-KAY stuff out. That's all tomorrow. Then I need to go and try and run a restaurant without Omri, and good luck to me and everybody else involved. Then on Wednesday, Chris is here, and Nettie's roof will be done, and her bathroom will be done, and hopefully ROGERBOTTY's fridge will be done so that it runs on gas as well as elastic trickery. And that'll be that. And then on Thursday, it should be the vehicle swap. So Nettie will go and hang out with her French cousin at the top secret, secure, undercover community vehicle storage facility, Wineburp. And NESSIE-KAY will come here and have her cookware put in and everything else that I can't think of at the moment. Getting her ready for her trip to Wales a week today. Sounds like a long time ago, away, a week, but it'll happen sooner than you think. Omrit is now, oh fucking hell, Omrit is now heading into Albania, believe it or not, or North Macedonia, depending on where he goes. In the bloody hell, God, let me zoom out. Let me get a picture of. Are they anywhere near? Oh, they're nowhere near India. They're oh God, they're still well north of Greece. Oh, they've skirted Italy. They've oh bloody Benghazi. Oh my life. Okay, right. Where was I? Completely forgotten what I was talking about. So yeah, swap the vehicles over, get NESSIE-KAY ready for next Monday. So she'll have all of her cookware. I will thank you again to Sherry. There will be more crockery going into her, possibly a little bit of glassware. I've bought two. They were on offer, so I bought them. 2 emergency pot noodles, king size Bombay bad boys. They are for Nessie. And yeah, so the focus now, I mean, yeah, there's the restaurant stuff and all of that, which is probably quite important, really. But the absolute focus is now on next Monday. NESSIE-KAY, North Wales, road trip, friends, all of that kind of thing. The other thing I wanted to mention to you before I forget is, God, right, I'm determined to get on top of my social media stuff. I've been told to do it, and I kind of haven't, and I'm not going to do what I've been told to. I've been told by people that I should get on my personal social media stuff. I should get on the Boaty's World Facebook page, all of that kind of thing, that are monetized, and I should be working on that to bring in pennies and all of that. And I can't be asked. I don't give an ass. I'm not gonna. There's enough shit out there on social media with people trying to earn money by making up their own fake dramas and this, that, and the other. Can't be asked with it. I think it's horrible. I think it's disgusting. I don't like it and I hate it. But I am going to work on my social media, but not to earn more money, but to make a difference. So today I started work on UK Van Life Community Facebook group, reinvigorating the UK Singles Community Facebook group, all of that, trying to bring it all together under the same umbrella. And I am going to put my time and effort into making these communities, Facebook groups, all of that. I'm going to try and make them work in sync with each other so it makes a difference for the people that use them. I am sick and fucking tired of looking at these arseholes that pop up on my Facebook feed that are so-called digital creators. They're just wankers who have hit the professional button on Facebook and post bollocks. If they're women and they're attractive, then they post pictures of them being women and attractive, or they post clickbait, or they just post shit that clogs up everybody's Facebook just in order to try and earn money. And I hate that. I hate that. Money is not my god anymore. It was once, kind of, but it's not anymore. And I just want to try and kind of make a little bit of a difference. So I'm not going to be doing any of that bollocks, but I am going to be putting a lot more effort into the Boaty's World Facebook group, the UK Singles Community Facebook group, the UK Van Life Community Facebook group, and well, that's about it really. So I'm just going to try harder. I'm going to try to invigorate them, encourage interaction, and try to make them into nice, enjoyable spaces where I can hang out, other people can hang out, and hopefully it makes a bit of a difference. So I've worked quite hard on that tonight. So in each of the groups, there should be a featured post now, which gives you links to all of the other groups. And I'm going to make an effort every day. I will set aside time every day to try and do something in each group to grow them and to encourage interaction and hopefully to get people using them and creating communities within communities, and making new friends and finding company and all of that kind of thing. It might not work, but I'm going to bloody try. I'm going to give it. I'd rather put my effort into that than doing the kind of bullshit that's oh God. It's really annoying me, the crap on Facebook now. I'm sure it's the same on Instagram, but I don't look there. And I'm sure it's the same on Twitter, but I don't look there. It's just digital creators who are probably unemployed, but are now digital creators creating content to earn, I don't know, £1.85 every 2 days or something. I don't know. I don't care. I just hate it. And I want to put time and effort into creating some nice, respectful, useful, pleasant places on the, World Wide Web, social media, whatever you want to call it, as well as all of the real life stuff as well. But do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to ramp it up a bit. So there's the Boaty's World Facebook group for everybody. There's the UK singles community for those of us that happen to be single. Doesn't mean that we don't want to be single or don't want not to be single. It's not a dating thing or anything like that. It's just a community for people with that in common. UK van life community, same deal there. Right, back to the comments because it is, oh, it's gone midnight. It's actually time to say goodnight. So say your good nights if you haven't already. I am going to sod off, continue tracking Umrit as he is now heading towards a place called Bitola, which is apparently in North Macedonia. God. Okay, there we are. And then I'm going to have my supper and fall very unconscious indeed and try and have a productive day tomorrow doing all of the things I mentioned earlier. Okay, right, back to the comments. Okay, I'm trying not to. Yes, tenting, Peter P. Barry Chatwin, I have no idea. Not a clue. I'm a bit behind on comments. I'll let you know when I get to it. Hold on. Yeah, I am a little bit behind. I'll work through. Has anything happened with Windy Bum? Is anyone living there? Asked Rowena. Not as far as I'm aware. I doubt it will sell at the current asking price, but I could be wrong. I don't monitor it. But as far as I know, it hasn't sold. But I could be wrong. I haven't looked. Do you own Yvette Carte Blanche? Yes, I do. Hope you make some money on it. No, I won't. It's just going to be, I'm selling her for scrap money, effectively. Don't forget your blue saucepans when you go to Wales. They won't be going to Wales. The blue saucepans will be in NETTY, not in NESSIE-KAY. What? Raven. Ah, the face for radio. Right, that was the... Okay, that's the chosen new name, is it? Right, that was... yes. So, the artist formerly known as All Sorts About Everything is now very much the face for radio. And, yeah, I can... Yeah, well, me too, obviously. So... Yep, you're leaning against an open door with me there. Good night all, says Josh. James, he says, been a fun one, Boaty and all in chat. Till the next nighty night. There till the bitter end and all that. Thank you, Jimmy Quinn. Yeah, tickle the like button before you go. Oh, actually, 68 likes. 68. Who's going to tick the like button to make it 69? Anyway up, 69. A meal for two with a heady view. Who's going to tickle that button? Make it 69. Go on. Okay, and I have caught up with the comments. So, at that point, I've pounded the box, haven't I? Yeah, we've done that. We've done that. Thank you, Netty Kutch. Oh, excuse me. Honest, dreadful wine buff. We still don't have 69 likes. Oh, we do. Oh, we're now on 71. Thank you. Thank you, darlings. Right. A final word on Omrit, because I'm buggering off now. Omrit is over somewhere called Florina. He's now in Western Macedonia, heading by Drossa Piggy, heading towards Sklithero and Olympiada. Bloody hell. Yeah, well, good luck, mate. Just have some Air India beers and don't worry about it. Bloody hell. So what time, okay, so he's got, oh God, I don't know. Okay, right. Okay. Thank you all for your company tonight. It's been so much fun. I've really loved it. Thank you for bearing with me on a relatively dull Monday night when we're not away in the motorhome. We're not doing a joint live stream with Jen or Phil or Ange or anybody else. Or it was fucking hard work, Jimmy. You're right. 75 now. 75 now. Or the M11 or any of that. So bless you for bearing with me. Thank you to everybody who did a nice thing. A very warm welcome to anybody new, most notably Sally, who put her head above the parapet and became a channel member, no less. Thank you to everybody who sent a little freebie gifty thingy. And just thank you all of you for being you, for being amazing, and for being there. I am so grateful. Right, I'm off. It's eats and sleepies time. Let me wish each and every one of you currently watching a safe and peaceful night and a good day tomorrow. May the new day bring you joy, may it bring you pleasure. At the very least, please, may it be manageable. The candle will be... hello. I'm being ping-ponged. Oh, well, there we are. Yep. The candle will be relit tomorrow night. Later, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock because work. But other than that, same place, a little bit later, 11 o'clock. And I can't wait to see you then. And I hope you will join me and your fellow bogs and members of the Inner Scrotum. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. And on that note, Pachoo! And indeed, oh yes, bosh. Good night, darlings. And I love you lots, like jelly tots. See you tomorrow.